Welcome to the first ever part 2 of Fake vs. Real, where we get up close with the NECA quarter scale Deadpool action figure. The first time we did the first version that they released. Now they released the deluxe version, and they also did with the knockoff version. So I can't wait to get to this one. The first one was such a fun video. I love that action figure, and this action figure actually is a different one than that one that was in the other box. So make sure you check out that video to see what I'm talking about. This one is actually a little bit taller, so I'll be showing him up against the first version that I did, and also him up next to NECA and Marvel Legend action figures at the end. So make sure you guys stick around. But this one is without a shadow of a doubt a bootleg knockoff right here, because NECA never released any Deadpool 7-inch scale action figure or any Marvel 7-inch scale action figure. All they have done is the quarter scale action figures, which I hope whoever knocked this off, if you're watching, please release the X-Force version, release Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. There's so many that NECA have done for the quarter scale that I would love to see a knockoff of. I would buy it. I don't condone knockoffs, but in this situation, I can't get my hands on the real one, or because there isn't one. So let's get up close with this one, look up close at the box, see the differences in this one, because I'm loving how they did the ultimate version of this action figure right here. I couldn't imagine what NECA would have done if they actually released a 7-inch version of this action figure, so I can't wait to get to them. Stick around, like always, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get to looking at the Deadpool Ultimate NECA action figure up close. This comes with the sleeve on it, and I took the sleeve off because it's kind of hard to see, and I got the alien face hugger attaching to it, but this is it right here, and as you can see, it's the front cover. They just took the back cover of this one right here and put it on the front cover and put the designs on the side and all around this figure right here, as you can see, and especially on the inside of it too. But everything they did, it's like a NECA Ultimate, and I do love this figure right here. I thought it didn't come with the chain, like the chain on the side. So if you guys can see with this one that it came out, this is the deluxe version compared to the regular version that they already released. Like I said, if you guys didn't catch that video, make sure you do catch that video. But I can't wait to get these out the box and put these up against each other to see how close the knockoff got to the real version of the quarter-inch scale. So stay tuned, let's get to it, and let's get these out the box. And there he goes out the box, standing right up next to the real NECA Deadpool action figure. And this one, his head comes swapped out with this head right here. So I am loving this action figure already, man, and how he looks. Hopefully the articulation and everything stands up to the quality, and he moves around like the other one that I had. And this is just all around an amazing figure to have for customization if you want to customize it and everything like that down those lines. So let's get these out the box and put these up to each other and see how close they come in comparison. And now got them out the box, looking amazing, man, with all the accessories that he comes with. I've been waiting to unbox this quarter scale for so long, man. I never wanted to unbox it because I love the in package, but finally getting it out, it looks amazing. I'm loving how the knockoff Ultimate NECA Deadpool looks, man. He is a different size than the other Deadpool, so I can't wait to show the comparisons of those two also. But looking up close, you have all the accessories that the quarter scale has with this deluxe version. The only one is that it does not come with the sai from the deluxe version. It doesn't come with the sai, and I think that it doesn't come with the knife. So the knife is a cool part, but that's not really a big deal. The sai either, even though the piece, unlike the other one, has a spot where it should go, the hole right there, that's where the sai should go. But nonetheless, it is looking amazing. So looking up close at this action figure, I love the detail that both of them have, man. They really go close to what the original quarter scale, looking at the paint job and everything like that. He's looking amazing to me. There's not much off on the knockoff that the quarter scale has. They did this paint job pretty good. I might have got lucky on a bootleg, but if you look at the leg, the right leg on him, it's a little bit on the top where it goes to straighten out. It's not my favorite. The same thing with the other one though, but even NECA has those issues. But I'm loving the detail in this figure. I'm loving the chain, the Mr. Deadpool chain. That I think the chain is a real nice touch to it, and it is real like metal or aluminum on the fake version. So I really think they did a good job on that. And he does come with plenty of accessories, like I said, just like the other one. So that is lovely to look at. So let's get up close with these parts real quick since we looked at him. Tell me in the comments what you guys think, if you guys like the paint job on this one compared to the other one. So looking up close, we're going to be looking at the swords first. The swords, like I said, it doesn't come with the size, so there's no reason for that hole. The first one actually didn't have the hole, but the swords I really don't like as much on this one. The first one they had, I think they were plastic swords, and these ones are more rubber. So if you see, it's very easy to bend and everything like that. So I'm not a big fan of that. And the weapons are like that too. So when we get up close with the weapons, I can show you. So let's move on to, and like I said with the first one, the silver metal that's around the sword on the real version, it isn't like that on the fake version. So this is just black and red, and this one has the silver painted there on both of the swords that I do like. So I might customize that and paint some silver. So going on, looking at the M16, I think it's an M16, I don't know, kill me in the comments, but I do love with this one. The first one was just like this, but it did not detach right there. This one, the clip comes out. I love that for this action figure, even especially since it's a knockoff and they got this, but the real one is like that. It just doesn't have the gold right here where the bullets are. So that is something that I will want to customize and put on there, but the fact that it comes apart like that is amazing. I do love that. So that is a real good thing that they did. Then looking at the unicorn that he comes with, the little unicorn, the unicorn is pretty spot on. It has the heart with the DP and the arrow going through it. Paint job is pretty good on it. I do like that piece. It's just a little bit whiter on the real version. Looking up close at both heads on the knockoff are actually different colors. They're different paint jobs. So I do like that, but I gotta see, well, you see right here how it looks on the body, and it is two different reds. Like there's one that's darker and there's one that's lighter, but I do love the detail. So looking at the paint job that the brain is showing, I do love the paint job on it, but I feel it's just a different look. And then you have the piece, the half head that goes on it, so you can put it like that, like he just covered his head up and he has a split in it. Then you can show the brain, and I love the look of the brain. I love the fact that the brain says Wade right there. That is very, very cool. I love the real one too. And then for this head, you can actually also put the D-Cool hat on, and you put it on backwards, and I love it. Love how it looks. The only thing that I'm not a fan of is if you look over there, you look right there at where the rest of his head is in between it, to make it look like he's not, what is his brain isn't showing. It's a different red compared to the mask on this one. So not a fan of that, but still like it. And you could put it both ways, but it's just more harder to put on forward than it is backwards. But there he goes, wearing it forward. I really like the backwards a lot better, but I do love that right there, and I think that looks slick. And then the other head is just a regular Deadpool mask, and I love the paint job on this one. I think they did a good paint job for it being a knockoff. I think they knocked it out the park. Moving on, he has his chimichanga that he comes with. So the first one didn't come with none of this, didn't come with the chimichanga, didn't come with the extra heads. All it came with was the sword and the gun. So check out that video. The only thing that I don't like is he only comes with 2 hands. So one hand to hold a gun, the other one is the Deadpool brass knuckles on him, and I'm not a fan of the paint job on this one. It's not the greatest, but you know, I'll take it for the price that it is. But the fact that he only came with 2 extra hands, I really don't like, because when holding the swords, he only has this hand for holding the swords, and the other hands that he has are for holding guns. So with one of the hands, he's gonna be having that finger out like he's shooting a gun. Then it has the pizza on his head. I don't know what 100% it is, but I think it's like a pizza on his head. So you see it with him on it. Not a bad piece. It's a nice little additive part. It only fits on the bald head. Then moving on, then he has the gun sound, which this piece not a fan of, like, at all. Looking at the real one, I think you have to have it sit on the real one just right for it to sit on there, and I've tried different ways to have this sit on there. Shoot it in the comments if you guys know of a way. I was thinking maybe like that, and there it goes, fell on the ground. So you see my issue with that one. I thought it had a part that it could attach to for it to do that, but I don't see any part. Even the real one, that messing with the real one for it doing that, this is the best way that I could come up with the real one, is going like this, and it sits like that. So you just practically sit it there and you have it look like that. So is that the right way? I don't know, you know, going like this. So, but I do like the idea, and I do like using this piece, but it's just really pissing me off. It really pissed me off with this one because I could not attach it for anything. So looking at the pistol with this in, with the shot coming out, what I don't like is, let's take it off. This does go on there real nice, but if you guys see what I'm saying right here, this is, yes, it's made horrible. I mean, it goes in his hand real nice, but the gunshot coming out, the shot coming out, I do like. I think it's a nice effect, and it's actually better than I thought it was going to be. And then the next piece comes on to, which I thought was the pistol again, but now this one has the machine gun, which the machine gun does not have the logo that the real one has. The real one says Deadpool's gun and point towards enemy, point this way towards enemy on the other piece. So this one is just a blank one, but it's still the same thing. It's made out of like rubber, or you know, something along those lines, and this one comes with an extra shot piece too. So then let's put it on here real quick and see how it fits, and it's just hard to get it on there. So there we go, and it kind of points up, so not a fan of it pointing up, but I'm pretty sure I could do some finagling or some cutting and be able to get it to go on there good. So then the last shot that it does is in this gun, and you just put this on the end, and that one works out beautifully. It sits on there real nice. I love the way it looks with him shooting, with him holding it and everything. So that was a real nice piece right there. So that's all the accessories that he comes with. The articulation of him, he moves around nice. I actually haven't been able to move him around that much. So let's look at the head. Head down, head up, head to the side, to the side. Now what I don't like is every time I change out his head, the peg comes out that holds it in. But the vest part is nice, or the belt. Then his chest, just like the first one, moves a little bit, but not a lot at all. So he moves a little bit, not a lot at all. And let's move out the arms. The arms are kind of stiff. You might need to heat it up just like a NECA action figure. So let's put this one out, but his arms go out beautifully. Let's look at the elbows. There we go. He touches his face. Boom. So his elbows work real good, and it's moving around nice, man. I've been praying that this figure doesn't break, because I'm just like, oh, I love this figure so much, and then all of a sudden I do a video on this and a snap on me. But his arms move around real nice. His chest doesn't move as much as I want it to. So forward, back. Not as much as I wanted to, but hey, it's still nice. He has a waist, so the waist moves around pretty good, back and forth. Let's look at the legs. Legs feel like this leg goes out real nice. This leg doesn't as much, but actually it does. It's pretty good right there. Actually better than the other version, I feel. And that even with the gun there, gun holster. So let's look at the knee. Bend the knee, fingers crossed. It feels like it might break. Let me see. Yeah, that was scary. That was a little scary, but the knee did bend. So let's see. There we go. Both knees bend. Felt a little bit scary. Felt like it was going to break, but it might just be because it's a brand new toy. And move it out like that. Like I said, the only thing that I don't like is this leg, how it sticks, and how this leg sticks. It's kind of hard to get him, but it feels like since I stretched this out, his leg's not. There we go. Bending back in there. This knee goes inward, kind of to the left a little bit, and I'm not a fan of that. Then he doesn't have ankles. He has the ball joint right there, so it goes up and down, and that's it. A little, not to the side like that and like that. But this one, compared to the first one, does say snap on the bottom. So the real version does say snap on the bottom of the feet and then an exclamation point. So that is real nice that this one does follow that one. So next up, we're going to look at the size comparison of this one to the other knockoff, and then also some Marvel Legends and NECA action figures. So I hope you guys like this one. Let's get to it and see how they turn out. Now, looking up close at these two Deadpools, on the left you have the fake, on the right you have the fake. So no, on the left you have the first part of the episode of Fake vs. Real, and on the second you have this part right now, part 2. And as you can see, there's definitely a height difference in these two action figures, so it's really going to go to the spec of what action figure line that you like to have it by. Let's bring up the ruler up next to him. So this Deadpool on the left, Deadpool 1, is almost 7 inches tall. And then Deadpool number 2 is almost 8 inches tall. So he's about right there. On there it looks like it says 7.5. But looking at it straight on, it's about 7 3/4 and 6 3/4 on this Deadpool. So a nice height difference of definitely an inch. So that is definitely one thing you got to look at. Now, looking up close at these figures, they're around the same exact price. I paid about $20, around $20 shipped for both of these shipped to me. The deluxe figure is by far more superior to me because I love the accessories that he comes with. It's so amazing accessories that he comes with that I really do love it. The left one is a real good action figure too. The right one misses out where he doesn't have the right amount of hands, and when I talked about being able to change out parts on these two, the hands are too big compared to this hand. The same thing with the heads. It will just look like Deadpool with a big head. So that is definitely one thing, and I didn't even try popping off his head. He doesn't have another head to do. So let's look up at some Marvel Legend action figures up next to part 2 version. So here you have Deadpool standing next to some of the Marvel Legend action figures, really overshadowing them, making the Marvel Legends Deadpool action figure look like Kid Deadpool next to him like he's a teenager. Same thing with the Wolverine. He does not stand up great next to the Wolverine, just like way too tall for this line in my opinion. I mean, he's even taller than the Venom Pool Marvel Legends action figure. Maybe this one would fit more with this line of action figures, but I even think him next to this Wolverine, him next to this Wolverine is too tall also. So I definitely don't think it lines up with the Marvel Legend action figures, but I want to definitely check out. Let's look at the NECA action figures. Here you go, standing up to the NECA action figures. On the left you have the Superman and Batman NECA action figures, which they are definitely shorter than Deadpool in this scenario, but You got to the right the Jason Voorhees and the Prey Predator, and they have a nice standing next to him. Jason Voorhees is still taller than the Deadpool action figure, so that is nice, not making him a big tower. But I think this action figure more fits with the NECA line, definitely, since it is, and not technically, it is a knockoff of a NECA action figure. And then here we have him standing up, and he stands up. To me, the part 1 version of the Deadpool that I did on that knockoff, I think stands up with better size comparison to all the NECA action figures, and I do love it. But I do love this figure still in itself. I think it's an amazing figure, and he does stand up greatly. He poses nice and everything like that, and I do love the all-around look on him, and how great that this figure is, just for it being a knockoff and them never having made this action figure. Again, if they could take the 18-inch action figures that NECA have made and turn them into 7-inch sizes, that would be amazing, especially for the Marvel collectors. Man, I would love to get my hands on some of those if they ever made them. I'm going to be doing another unboxing of Deadpool. It's going to be the Uncanny X-Men Marvel Legends action figure, fake versus real. I've already done one on the first Deadpool Marvel Legends action figure, fake versus real. Also the Venom Pool, fake versus real, and plenty other ones. So make sure you guys keep your eyes open. I'm going to be dropping a lot more videos. I hope you guys liked what I gave you in this. If you guys have any questions, shoot it down in the comments. I'll try commenting back as much as possible. And if you guys seen anything that I didn't see, let me know. Until next time, this was another episode of Fake vs. Real with the Collector's Review. So we out. Peace.